Greetings, good people. What's up? What's happening? On a Saturday, the 10th of August, the year 2024. Now, what is happening there at the SADC? A whole lot of things are there. We're seeing Kazembe. This time, what did him do, Mr. Kazembe? He goes on there to make an imitation of Vice President Chiwenga's enunciation. Big up to everybody who's watching us live right now. Those watching us live, you can write your comments in the top chat or in the super chat. That's how I can see your names. So that is Kazembe. There.
Vice President.
Zero talker Vice President, because it's about to come.
They will make sure that peace prevails in this country.
Zikanzi regai wakomana munoremara. Oh, now the police general, the police commissioner there, what does he have to say? Commissioner General Matanga guarantees security for SADC summit. But before we go there, let's go here. Remember, them vendors got removed from Harare CBD. But anyways, now the ZANU-PF Youth League, right about now, as of now, ilikudaka kungelaga. It's now ZANU-PF Youth Laga. Yesterday we saw a flash mob. Now this. What are these guys here saying? Yeah, Tripano isusu wanawe ZANU-PF. Wanawe bato rukutunga. Yeah. Let me put my face there on the screen. Tangachida kuti isusu seningirikini. Yeah. Isusu sebato rukutunga. Yeah. That's the way he's putting it basically. So these guys at the ZANU-PF Youth Laga, obviously, they're going to be competing for attention there in their own cycles or in their own circles there to be seen. I represented the party. And the way say, wachada kuita mirijonga muswe SADC. Tichawa ita party. Hanzi vanoda kubisa mutungamiriri wedu wenyika anova ivo vamunangagwa vaudzei kuti vari kurota.
vari kuvota saka tova kubayira mbiro yekuti kune wese achapinda mustreet, kune wese watichaona vakaungana vachirwisa utongi huri kupisa mukati.
I don't know if this guy is acting or what, or it is his basic demeanor there. Of course, kuchena haki, akachena. But the way he's giving it, it's like he's emotional. Is he? He is pompous. Is he?
vari kuvota saka tova kubayira mbiro yekuti kune wese achapinda mustreet, kune wese watichaona vakaungana vachirwisa utongi huri kupisa mukati.
Yeah, I think this one was acting for sure. The gestures there, they are so good to notice that they are over-exaggerated. This is not his default self there. Like me, when I'm making videos, I over-exaggerate everything. However, it's not different from the everyday me. I'm always like this. And now, we have the vendors. Remember, the vendors got kicked out of CBD, Harare CBD. Now here, Varkutichi. Let's hear.
Mnangagwa to make things better?
No.
So why do you say he...
Now the journalists would ask leading questions. Do you expect President Mnangagwa to make things better? Let's continue.
He's making things worse every day.
I don't know if it's him or...
He's making things worse every day. So when they ask questions, they put the question mark. And now the question mark, you don't speak it, it's silent. So it's making things worse every day.
It's what? Because things are getting worse and worse every day. Prices are going for transport, schools, clinics are closed, everything is down. We are struggling.
And do you have children?
Yeah, and they are not going to school. I can't afford to pay school fees for them.
They're not even going to school?
Yeah, they are home.
Now that is a remarkable piece of journalism there. What this guy did there on this video.
When Mnangagwa replaced Mugabe, people hoped that maybe things would get better.
They were better before.
Really?
Yeah.
You seriously think things were better under President Mugabe?
Yes.
You seriously think things were better under President Robert Mugabe? Yes.
Oh, it's becoming
Mugabe is better
every day
than Mnangagwa.
I don't know. Mugabe or Mnangagwa, who is easier to remove? Mugabe, Mnangagwa. Mugabe was a hard nut to crack. Now, a look inside the SADC Summit venue. Enough respect to everybody who is watching us live right about now. Siyabulela says, Anopenga Oyo. Brighton Madzura. Hello, how are you, brother? Enough respect there. Dumisani Ngungu says, Kuchagama Aqua. Kuna weak nail. If one can manage to nail a clean aqua quick, that would be nice. Asiagasha aqua. Sunongomtuo kwa. Silence. Clemage Maninge. Arkujgachi guta isuti chafanenzara. Don't prophesy that. Apana anufa akafanenzara. Zara ndo ichatufa. A big up to Skumbizo Moyo. Robert Mugabe was better than Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Do you know what the word Dambudzo mean? Dambudzo, a shortcut put into context. A shortcut characterized. We call it Dambudzo. Chino Dambudzira ne apa. Now ndine Dambudzo rangu rechirongwa. rekudambudza naro. So it's Emerson unonanga wa Emerson, right? Dambu dzo dambu kudambura shortcut dzo munanga again gwa nechigwagwagwa. That is what the name they mean. Kish, enough respect. Anyways, let's take a look inside the SADC summit venue there. Okay, we are seeing some of the guys there. One is from Angola there, and another one is a ZANU-PF guy. I don't know the name. I didn't bother to look for the name. I keep forgetting the name. Even if I know it, when I finish know it, I will know that I don't know the name of this guy. So that is what it is. He was being handed over the chairmanship of something.
In his message, he said he applauded the role that SADC has played in regional integration, as well as finding lasting solutions to peace and security within the region.
So behind there, that is the SADC Castle, aka the Zimbabwe Monumental Parliament.
To peace and security within the region.
I hand over with much gratitude, with so many memories of what we have gone through. It has been an honor to chair this committee. I have done this with dedication.
Now these guys have those things that translate, or those guys that translate they at the parliament. Okay, I hear.
And commitment have all of you through your participation and contribution, active contribution.
In his acceptance speech, Ambassador Chiwenga.
So there, from where this lady is speaking, that is inside there. We're seeing the flag there.
He said Zimbabwe is ready to work with SADC member states to ensure increased regional integration for economic growth.
Zimbabwe stands ready to collaborate with all member states and our cooperation partners as we intensify our efforts towards implementing our shared aspirations enshrined in our regional blueprint, the Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan 2020 to 2030. Distinguished delegates, it is evident from the annotated agenda before us that while we've registered progress across various pillars of our regional integration agenda, a lot still needs to be done to address our challenges. The agenda makes a clear...
Now this guy speaks like a Zimbabwean. You know, the type of language that we use in Zimbabwean politics, the agenda, annotated and stated before, and deliberately, I'm going to categorically.
It is evident from the annotated agenda before us that while we've registered progress across various pillars of our regional integration agenda,
registered progress and across our various regional agenda, those words that sound like Shona.
A lot still needs to be done to address our challenges. The agenda makes a clarion call for us to continue improving our transport.
The agenda makes a clarion call. So, basically, that is all these guys do. Read the dictionary.
Energy and digital infrastructure, among others, as these are essential enablers of both our integration agenda and sustainable economic development.
The senior official...
And I tell you, a very good speech, good words, big sounding words, is not national development.
Meeting heralds the start of the 44th SADC Summit of Heads of State and Government. On the 17th of August, President...
This lady actually giving us the news there, the reporter there, is actually bringing development by updating us on developments. So basically, we're seeing the parliament there. It was a full house there. And the ZANU-PF guy was speaking like a typical Zimbabwean politician, like how they usually do. Now outside there, flags, and of course, plenty Zimbabwe flags are there.
Bagwa will take over as chair of the regional body, tasked with spearheading the development agenda as well as economic development aspirations of SADC. Olin Ndori, Z.
So today is 10 August, and the thing is happening right about now. It is happening in Zimbabwe. We can see there it was a full house. Now, hosting the SADC is really a big job. So we saw a lot of SADC flagship programs there that were being spearheaded by President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Most of them were not completed. Just that 7-kilometer road, and then they import palm trees from wherever they import them. Then they plant them. I wonder how much those trees cost. Anyways, the money would have never come to me. The money would have never come to me. So I have a comment with these guys now being full-time SADC. How much more money are we going to see go? Wilson Mahachi, Siyabulela Ben. Siyabulela Ben, your comment iyo, your comment. Hanzi toratidzira chete nekuvhunditsirwa ndo zvatinoda. Tozinyanya njecha chete. I don't think anybody in Zimbabwe is going to protest. Now, on a lighter note, let me dive into that subject for 3 straight minutes. I don't think anybody in Zimbabwe is going to physically protest the SADC. 1. Protest as who? Those who are expected to be protesting. We saw them. Some of them pretended to be arrested a few days ago. I'm not talking of the ones that really got arrested. Those who pretended, who said, we are going to be on the front line. If the people of Zimbabwe want us to represent them, we will be in the front line. That is their business of getting attention. Now, an individual Zimbabwean going there, hauna kana link ne NGO hani kuti ukarowa hawo uchapuwa kamari mbijana. You'll be going under whose agenda? Muri vangani wazvimobiliza woga. I don't see any Zimbabwean protesting physically there. Isusu tikadhurisirwa zvinhu tinongonotenga. We don't boycott price hikes. We don't boycott companies that are associated to the corrupt. We keep on bribing the police. Those big things, we have not managed to take the small actions needed to solve some of the big problems that we have. Before the protests, actually, the system irikuratidzira, we have seen videos. Military convoy, envoy, we are running out of name. Military tankers, water cannon, etc. Akumana. Apa kumbari masweja arikuchucha wakufamba saone roli mauri cannon. Yay. Akumana. the situation that we have in Zimbabwe, it seems the criticism is very easy. I mean, the system that we have in Zimbabwe is a very difficult one. There, and again, we see the Police Commissioner General Iye Bune making a statement saying, ready me ready to deal with any obnoxious deal that could reveal itself during the SADC summit. As these guys are saying that the SADC summit is already happening. We see this guy has already gotten chairmanship of a certain organ, which I have no interest in because I will get frustrated. Anyways, we did the video covering that yesterday. I'm just being too melodramatic here, just for the sake of this live broadcast to sound a little bit notorious. Now, on the Zim Papers Herald, we have this post, Jangwanda 2, on Saturday, Zimbabwe politics of sympathetic pregnancies. Now, this Jangwanda 2 is said to be George Charamba, but here George Charamba anombo ramba kuti andisirini Jangwanda 2 pa x.com. But now let's see what George Charamba wrote here as Jangwanda 2 on Saturday the Herald. There is an image there of a Rasta woman, Namatai Kwekweza there. Anyways, she is behind the walls of Chikurubi and a few metal bars there. Apologies there, my network had dropped. Now, do I call it stereotyping? Do I call it activistophobia? Or what? Calling this lady a model just because she is beautiful? Okay, just because she looks different from a list of many activists. Just because chimoko chakabatana wakutoshibata bata. Ha, Jangwanda so. Anza wangaiti ma activist ma model. Wanukwanisa kungoita ma activist ema brand ema underwear pa stage. Basically, that is what he is saying there. Anyways, let's continue. I'm forgetting the name. What we call this discrimination. Discrimination. Now, he then says what the Greeks would call mimesis. I don't know what mimesis means, but I know what a mime is. Miming is mimicking, miming. Now, mimesis, the phrase of the imitative, to borrow from Aristotle, part of opposition mess starts from misnaming and arrogating ownership on itself, thus denying the facts of intimidation. And intimidation arises in situations which are inorganic. Okay, denying the fact of imitation. Okay, this on its own is intimidation. It has vexed me. Anyways, let me read again. Part of the opposition mess starts from misnaming and arrogating ownership on itself, thus denying the fact of imitation. And imitation arises in situations which are inorganic. Imitation is very good. We learn by imitating. Never listen to anybody who tells you to not imitate. Always imitate and develop your own style as you go. Even when the teachers are teaching us, they say, repeat after me. A, E, O, U. We'll be following, right? Vocally, participating in song to write everything in our muscle memory. Then our system would get the algorithm and would function on its own. So basically, this article, I don't think there is much sense there. So with that, I'm going to sign out. I'm not going to do this guy the honor of reading his entire article, just in case he might watch this video just for the fun of it. Shalom, they say. Big up to Kumbulani Dungeni, says it is means very thing overdone or done. No more chigura, no more chigura, says Jekupenga ijo zanu. Nyasha tamai hanzi but Dr. Mbanje munorowa henyu basa munogona right wauya nenyaya yakanaka andichaite sign out ngatimbotaure nyaya yembanje. Think deep on statement rekunzi mbanje. Mbanje daidzaipa charisma ne confidence ne productivity ne hard work ne eloquence ne focus ne entertainment ne situational comedy ne YouTube content dai mbanje dzaishanda kudaro dai dzaipa active intelligence dzingadai dzisina kubhanwa. No, I'm just mentioning it, I'm just stating it. No offense taken, and I don't mean no offense. I'm speaking on statement but mbanje munorowa henyu. It is a statement we say without thinking on what it means, without knowing where we learned that statement from. Inonzi nature. It just happens in active philosophy in our societies. Ndizvi mbanjizvi. Una face yari kupenga. Kana usiri zona ari kupenga hasi kaunopenga. Okay. So, thank you very much for that compliment of thinking kuti ndezve mbanje. Because kazhinji zvinoassociatwa nembanje tikatarisa kustates ana Joe Rogan ndo vainzi vanorova mbanje, ana Einstein, ana Elon Musk, ana Nikola Tesla ndo vainzi vembanje mbanje. Asi vembanje anenge akarara ameno tanenge achita sei. Anyways, mbanje I don't think mbanje is it depressant. I don't know. I don't take weed, I don't take beer, I don't take any darker thing. I am 100% me, what a self would call sober. However, some people don't see me as sober, especially those who think they should comprehend everything another person is saying or doing, depending on the subjects. Let's say I'm just living my life. Anyways, this is a YouTube broadcast which is targeted. And anyways, all the mistakes, sorry, the mistakes that I make in these deliberations are deliberate for enhanced dramatic effect. Drum roll. So I can't be giving out my few skills, but basically that is it. It is a deliberate. However, in reading, when I'll be reading, the screen is small, the text is small, because I do so many things. Sometimes I forget which pattern I'm supposed to be using here and there, and then I almost get lost. Thank you for watching, everybody who was watching us live right about now. And Rowe Mbanje, I don't need Mbanje. I have the unlimited source, which is the Holy Spirit, who speaks into my spirit, inspires me, and also sometimes he just gives me insights from Norway. Enough respect to Nyasha Tamai, Taf Chirowe, Jackson Musariri. Big up to Brown Petros, Copeland, Malemia. Now it's sounding name there. Malemia. Brown Petros, Copeland, Malemia. Says police, not police is the policia. Tafazwa, Chayenda Nepi. What happened in Rushinge? I am not sure. I'll look that up. Pamberine kuratiza vanuzo tisunga zhavo asi tinenge taisa amatope muground. Oh Jesus. Hey. Vakomana ngavasunge macriminals, ngavasunge mbavha. Especially Zakawanda muhurumende muzwa warunguita hearing. Yesterday we were seeing Changwa, hey this, hey Chamisa that, hey Chamisa, hey Malima Irima, hey Chamisa Chachmisa, hey that is Chris Muchangwa. Neville Muchanga, what happened after the May $1,000 bail? The case is nowhere, no update. When is the trial going to happen? Oh, Yakararama Yakadaro. With that, let me